ULA's launch conductor, Scott Barney, polled the whole ULA team. They were all go. We got to hear
the third of our 5 teams.
The third of our 5 teams. We got to hear the end of that where the range was clear to proceed, and ULA's launch director, Bill Cullen, gave the authority to go for launch this morning at 7:50 a.m. Then we got to hear from the JPL spacecraft team that they are
the fourth team,
that they are on internal power, and timers are set. They are targeting a liftoff of 7:50 a.m. this morning. So all things are looking good for us, Joshua, this morning. It's so, we talk about being nervous and excited. This is right here where we're nervous and excited.
Yes.
There are a lot of things happening as we get ready to count down to the liftoff this morning. We have about 15 seconds left in this hold before we pick up the count.
Yeah, we're going to listen into that. The 5th team, the one we haven't mentioned yet, is the Department of Energy, who is responsible for the MMRTG, the power source for Perseverance.
3, 2, 1, mark.
Awesome. So this is now the terminal countdown. This is that time when things become more and more automated over the next few minutes, and the energy's building, but the focus is increasing exponentially.
Yeah, as Tori said during his interview, the teams are very disciplined, very focused on what they're doing, the operational sequence of events that they're following. They are making sure everything happens, especially in this T-4 and counting period, because there's a lot of things they have to do. They have to finish topping the vehicle, make sure that all the tanks, first stage, second stage on Centaur, are at flight pressures and full of fuel, ready to go for this morning. They have to make sure the FTS system is armed and ready for personnel safety just in case, so that the range can do that. They have to check the electrical and avionics systems. They have to make sure that the flight computer has all the information it needs to place Mars 2020 into the orbit it has to. So a lot of things going on. Exciting time for the team right now, but again, staying focused and following that procedure they've got.
3 minutes.
As we look ahead to post-liftoff, I want to kind of preview for you what's going to happen, because there's going to be a lot going on. You're not going to hear much from us. You'll actually be hearing from the ULA flight commentator, Jesse Gonzalez. He'll be kind of giving those calls past liftoff that will walk us through maximum dynamic pressure and into SRB separation, and then into fairing separation, booster separation, and then the first main engine ignition of the Centaur,
yes.
RL-10. And so then you'll kind of hear us jump back in and help provide some more context to what's going on. We encourage you to stay with us for the rest of the show. There's a ton more content we have to bring you, and we are far from over. I want to emphasize that the countdown to Mars is not done at 0 today. The countdown to Mars ends in February, when Mars 2020 safely delivers Perseverance and Ingenuity to the surface of the red planet. So we're going to let you listen in now and enjoy the last couple minutes of the process of launching a rocket.
One minute 59.
Vehicle internal.
1 minute 55.
Launch sequencer start.
1 minute 50.
Securing Centaur LH2.
Securing Centaur LO2.
So there we heard the fueling is
1
wrapping
minute
up.
40.
Yep, fueling is wrapping
Launch
up.
enabled.
Team is gone.
137.
Launch enable's done. Launch conductor sequence is ready to go. They're getting ready to turn the vehicle over to auto
FTS
sequence at T-31 seconds. So that's a big thing that they're getting done here. At T-25 seconds, we will hear the team give their final goes that everything is ready and
1
the
minute
launch
20.
vehicle is ready to lift off and perform this mission.
SCS count
1
started.
minute 15.
Produce CCS for launch. Roger.
1 minute 10.
Then valves locked.
One minute.
Rock, report range status.
Range green.
That's good to hear, Joshua, right
That means
there.
public safety there is accounted for. The FTS system, there you see on your screen a beautiful shot. The skies look great. There is little wind happening. You'd be able to see more of the venting. If there were wind, the trail of that venting. So we're ready to go.
And actually, that's an
40
important
seconds.
point. The reason we don't see that
Stable at
venting is the
F3.
vent valves have been locked up to put flight pressure into the tanks. And as we just heard, they're stable at step 3, which means the tanks are ready to go. And here at about 5 seconds, we will
28
hear
seconds.
the team
ECS reduced for launch.
give their
Roger.
final go.
25 seconds.
Status check. Go Atlas. Go Centaur. Go Mars 2020.
There we go. We are ready to go lift off this morning, Joshua.
Eight, 7, 6, 5, 4. Engine ignition. 2, 1, 0.
Release.
liftoff. As the countdown to Mars continues, the perseverance of humanity launching the next generation of robotic explorers to the Red Planet.
And Atlas TU has gone to closed loop control. Coming up on 30 seconds into flight, the RD-180 is throttling down as expected. Engine response looks good. And Mach 1 Atlas V is now supersonic. And passing 45 seconds into flight, vehicle is now passing through max Q, maximum dynamic pressure. And passing 1 minute into flight, the RD-180 is throttling back up as expected. Engine response looks good. At this time in flight, the SRB chamber pressures remain nominal. The RD-180 pump speed and fuel injector pressures are responding well to demands on the engine. Standing by for SRB burnout shortly. And we have burnout on all 4 SRBs. Burnout pressure signatures look good. Standing by for SRB jettison shortly. And we have a good indication of SRB jettison of all 4 SRBs. And the vehicle has gone to closed loop guidance. Vehicle body rates are responding nominally at this time. And coming up on 2.5 minutes into flight, the RD-180 is throttled down slightly as expected. Engine response continues to look good.